I'm standing here on Eisenhower in Biloxi, just north of the railroad track, and as you can see behind me, this is what really used to be a Cellular South office. The whole front of it is gone. There's also another business here in this little strip that also the whole front is gone. You can see the steel and insulation just hanging down here. It looks like they attempted to board up, but apparently it was no match for Katrina's winds. And a little bit over here on this side, you can see an apartment building where the water obviously flooded this area. It looks like it has started to recede now, but depending on how high it got, it could be that some of these apartments have sustained water damage. We're really not sure at this time. Now over here, just a little bit farther north, there's some more apartment complexes, and we can see extensive damage at these complexes. Actually, huge sections of roof is missing, and no doubt those folks have a lot of water damage inside their apartments.
Moments ago, Travis Alford and I, that's the video. That's Highway 90 heading westbound.
Goodness.
And that speaks volumes about what has happened to the Mississippi Gulf Coast. It has caved in. And if you look under, and I think Travis probably put a shot in where you can see underneath Highway 90, there's nothing there anymore. They literally are going to have to rebuild Highway 90. And on the other side of Highway 90, the eastbound lanes, you're looking at somewhere between 4 and 6 inches of wet sand from where we were, DeBees Road, to probably the Coliseum. I watched a SUV try to go down the wrong lanes, which is what we had to do, to get as far as possible on Highway 90, made it maybe to the Coliseum. I don't think they got that far. There's the video I was talking about a second ago where you can see that there's nothing underneath Highway 90 anymore. It's gone. Now that is where President Casino is supposed to be, right next to that lighthouse. And it's gone.
I can't see a thing.
President Casino is supposed to be right there, and it's gone.
That's just
I'm told it's on Highway 90.
Well, we're seeing the Treasure Bay.
There's the Treasure Bay. Now, Treasure Bay, to me, looks like it has shifted.
To the Beau Rivage.
Well, Beau Rivage is in the distance. That's just, the cameras that we have. Because we couldn't get that far, I don't know if Treasure Bay has come forward and is now almost on Highway 90, or if it's close to where it was before. It's obviously in a different place than it was. And President Casino, which, by the way, was moving anyway, has apparently moved for good because it's gone. And we have, no idea at this point because we couldn't get close to where it is. Grand Casino Biloxi on Highway 90. The storm lifted a casino and moved it to Highway 90. And I'm not just talking about a casino. This is a casino that has ramps going up to it. So that barge had to literally go up
and over.
And then over. First, do you know a possible number as to how many fatalities we're talking about?
We don't at this time. I know that the Civil Defense Office, emergency management officials are working with Gary Hargrove's office and working with Hancock County officials to try to assess that. I think that right now, from the emergency services perspective, from fire, police, and emergency medical services, our biggest problem right now is that our communications infrastructure is about a quarter of what we had prior to the storm.
Montgomery, those crews will be here arriving tomorrow. We may not know exactly what the status of our system is, but we will have some folks, obviously some work that can be done. Ideally, what we want to do is assess our situation as much as we can so that we can be as efficient and as effective as possible. But right now, we're almost in a balance between trying to get some folks on the streets and really understand what the situation is.
Well, your situation is there are power lines down everywhere. Power poles down everywhere. Coast Electric told us earlier that they thought 2 to 3 weeks was not out of the equation. Is that a number that your company also looks at, that there are some people in this viewing area that may have to wait that long before they get power?
To be honest, I don't know. Obviously it's going to be lengthy. What we want to do and what we pledge to our customers and to the public is to try to have an assessment by the end of the day tomorrow.
I'm here at Brittany Apartments on DeBees Road, where several residents, it looks like they pretty much lost everything they own. You can see just the walls are gone. And one of those people here, one of the residents here is Shannon Schutte. Shannon, tell me about, you say you stayed here. What happened? Were you in the apartment when this happened?
No. I was in there till about 5 o'clock this morning, and I went down to this apartment here, and not even 30 minutes later, the whole thing just blew away.
Mm-hmm. And when you first saw it, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
All of my expensive furniture. I mean, everything's gone in there.